Are you listening? Damn.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Peak Podcast, a source of information, tools, tips, skills, lessons, stories, and mindset to help you reach your peak and beyond in fitness, relationships, your career, and so much more. Let's do this. Hello and welcome to the Peak Podcast. Marco Augusto back with you again for episode 55 of the podcast. Today, I wanted to go over 5 ways to eat healthy on a budget. Eating healthy on a budget. It seems like it is really difficult because people find junk food to be cheaper. And to a degree it is, but the way I've been doing meal preparation for such a long time that I've got it down, I think, to a fine art. And it doesn't cost me that much. I'm able to make a lot of meals on a pretty good budget. Okay, and so I wanted to discuss some of those things with you, things that I've learnt that can hopefully help you to eat better, eat more healthy on a budget. Now, of course, you can take eating healthy to the nth degree. Okay, you can eat all organic, right? Organic meats, organic vegetables, organic fruits. You can do that, right? But that can be expensive. For some people, that's expensive. For other people, it's not, right? It's all about perspective, okay? If someone's earning $5 million a year, then eating all organic food, it's not. Compared to how much they make, it's not expensive. But for someone who is family of 3, only one parent works, they earn, I don't know, 80, 90,000. Eating all organic can be difficult, right? It would be considered expensive, okay? So, as with everything, there is a range from 0 to 100, all right? 100 would be all organic, maybe it's all vegan or whatever, I don't know, I don't care. Then you've got 0 where you're just smashing the Maccas all the time, okay? There is a scale between 0 of 100, unhealthy to healthy. What we want to do is get closer to 100, but not all of us will get there. Even the people who can get there probably don't. So, how can we do it relative to our budget? How can we do it on a budget? So I'll go over 5 things that, they're pretty simple, obviously, but 5 things that I found to help eat well on a budget. First one, this is the most important one, I think, and that's frozen vegetables. Frozen vegetables don't taste as good, do they? No. Actually, I found that they probably don't taste as good, but I've also bought fresh fruit and veggies that have no taste as well. So frozen vegetables for some people will seem to have less of a taste. I can understand that. Frozen vegetables probably aren't organic vegetables, although I'm sure you can get organic frozen vegetables. But what I love about frozen vegetables is you can get a kilo of mixed vegetables for $5. It's got a variety of vegetables. Carrots. I get one that has carrots, capsicum, I think it's water chestnut, beans, broccoli, cauliflower, like so much variety. Some of them come with corn. So much variety for $5 a kilo is unheard of, okay? So that's the first part. It also keeps well, so you can use as much as you need or like, okay? So frozen veggies, super easy and simple way to eat well on a budget. Remember, we're trying to get better. So someone may say it's got less nutrients than fresh. Sweet, that is true. It's also cheaper. So you could probably eat more vegetables. Of course, if you're eating more vegetables, that means more calories, but you're probably going to get fuller quicker. So you're probably going to be eating healthier anyway, okay? That's the key, but eating healthier and it's not costing, if anything, it's cheaper, okay? So frozen vegetables, I'm all for them, even if you mix fresh and frozen. So there may be some vegetables that will be expensive, and we'll touch on that in the next point. Maybe some that are a bit more expensive, some that are cheaper. You can mix and match, okay? So first one, frozen vegetables. Second one, looking for specials or what's in season, okay? So this applies definitely to your fruits and vegetables. Look for specials, right? There may be things that they think are going to go off or they have to get rid of quickly. A lot of them are still in good condition or pretty good condition, and you can cook them up on the day and save a heap of money, right? And they're still good. They are still good. Remember, supermarkets get rid of food if they have a slight blemish. Right? I'm all for the blemish. If it's cheaper, I'm all for the blemish. I don't care. That's nature, right? So look for the specials. Look for what's in season. If you're always going to buy every variety of vegetable, well, yeah, it's going to cost a lot because sometimes eggplants, sometimes cucumbers, whatever, are like $9 a kilo. It's because it's not their season. Right? Maybe supermarkets have to import them. Maybe they have to travel a long distance. Either way, eat looking for the specials and looking for what is in season, because what is in season is going to be cheaper. Number 3, buy a pressure cooker. Now, that seems odd because we're talking about eating on a budget. Pressure cookers can be up to $150. Sometimes more for better ones, I'm sure. But the benefit of the pressure cooker is then you can cook cheaper cuts of meat, which are generally considered tougher, which they generally sell in larger quantities, right? So I'm talking about legs, a lot of the legs and shoulders, they sell in large quantities of pork and lamb and beef. They sell those in large quantities. They're cheap because they're tough. They're considered not to be that good. But in the pressure cooker, you can break down all that tough connective tissue, all of that fat easily, quickly, amazing flavour, and it's probably half the price of the more popular cuts of meat, the leaner cuts of meat. So while you spend $150 on the pressure cooker, you'll probably save that within 6 months. Maybe more, maybe a year. But the pressure cooker's going to be working for more than a year, right? So after that, you are just saving money. I absolutely love my pressure cooker. I love doing beef cheek. 2 hours in there. Oh, it just falls apart. Legs, shoulders, like I said, they appear to, or we're told that they don't have as much flavour. Lies. It's just that people aren't willing to put in the time to cook them. Remember, if you did it in slow cooker or in the oven, it's 4, 5, 6 hours. Pressure cooker, 2 hours, and you are getting absolutely fantastic flavour without doing too much, right? Without needing to add sauces and marinades, without having to do too much. In a short time, for a cheap amount and in bulk, so it's going to last a week. Pressure cooker, absolutely fantastic. If you can, get one. It will save you money in the long run. Number 4, canned foods. like legumes. Okay, so I'm not actually a massive fan of canned fruits. They tend to add a lot of sugar and sweets and stuff. A lot of preservatives. They do that with things like your legumes, like your beans, but you can give them a good rinse, really wash them out. They're cheap, they're like $1 a can. They're going to be fantastic for your health, all right? You can get them dry and soak them and take the time, that's cool, all right? But again, we're looking to eat healthier on a budget. And that is a great way to do it. Always look at the labels. If you're going to buy cans, always look at the labels. Right? You can also get canned foods like fish as well. But look at the labels. What are the ingredients? You're always going to have probably some preservative in there. That's not the best. But don't be too scared of that, okay? Just focus on, are they adding extra ingredients for no reason? Are they adding sugar for no reason, adding salt for no reason? All of these things. If it is just basic beans, for instance, in a kind of salty preservative, a brine or something like that, it's not going to be bad, okay? It is going to be a cheap way. It's going to fill you up, especially if you wash it well. It is absolutely fantastic, convenient as well. I'm all for it. Of course, you don't need to overeat it as well. That's the other thing. Like anything, too much of something is a bad thing. But canned foods are a great way to eat better on a budget, as long as they don't have too much extra stuff in them. And finally, obviously, make it yourself. Number 5, make it yourself. It's always going to cost more if you go out and buy lunch. Right? It's always going to cost more. As an example, we spend probably $150, $160 a week between me and my partner. That is $80 each, let's say. $80 divided by 7 days for the week. Right? Just over $10 a day. You go to most fast food outlets, you're only going to get one meal for that. I'm getting 3 meals from that. Right? So it's like $4, $5, $3, $4, $5 a meal. Right? Make it yourself. Learn how to do it. Invest in learning how to do it. Invest in yourself. You think that, paying to learn how to cook isn't doing it on a budget, but once you know how to do it, you're going to save so much money because you invested in yourself, all right? Put in some time to cook up your meals. Put in some effort, right? And you will save money. Plus, you learn the skill of cooking. Kind of handy, that one, right? If you're always going out, you don't even know what's in the food, and you're spending more, right? So it's probably going to be less healthy and more expensive. Double whammy, okay? That is it. 5 ways. Frozen veggies. Look for specials or what's in season. Buy a pressure cooker. Canned foods like legumes and fish, and then make it yourself. If you enjoyed the episode, give it a 5-star review on iTunes. If you didn't enjoy the episode, tell me how I can improve it. Please let me know. Feedback is appreciated. That is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, my friends, stay strong for life.